level of abuse must stop, man. It must stop. And as men, we need to stand up. I see there's a couple of men watching us right now. We need to take a stand, man. We need to take a stand. And big ups to Dr. Johan for coming all the way from Clarence. He made time for us. He wants to address these issues. It's gonna be deep. So stick around, take a listen.
My name is Bastan. The children of SA are facing a lot of problems. Firstly, these kids are sometimes abused by their parents and guardians. We can protect them from abuse through having too many violence and abuse campaigns.
Alright, Dr. J, I don't know if you heard him properly or heard her properly. Must I play it again?
I just didn't quite understand the last bit, Sipho. Can you maybe...
Okay, let me play it again.
Please.
Hi, my name is Bastan. The children of SA are facing a lot of problems. Firstly, these kids are sometimes abused by their parents and guardians. We can protect them from abuse through having too many violence and abuse campaigns.
Okay, so campaigns must be run, and campaigns that highlight the abuse that the kids are facing. And she's saying maybe that's something that can be done. But we already know that there's been quite a few.
Yeah, but not enough. I agree with the young lady. I think she's awesome by bringing that up. You can never have enough campaigns. You know, if you look at the level of abuse that's rising, it tells us there's not enough campaigns. It's quite simple. You know, if we can campaign more and bring it to the court's attention more, children being abused, talk to their parents, talk to their teachers. We got to keep campaigning. And in actual fact, I wish we could find 100 million rand to put into more campaigns. Campaigns is the way to go. We just don't have the manpower or the finances to actually send enough people to all the schools to keep on. We can do it once a year.
Yeah.
You know, what then? We need a group of people that continuously tour the country doing campaigning.
And I mean, one of the first things she raises that kids are usually abused by the people that they know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Family, mother, father.
Absolutely.
Relatives.
Uncles and cousins. That's a big one as well. You know, one of my worst cases was abused by grandfather. Okay, against his granddaughter. I mean, you know, this is crazy. You know, as men, we think, what is going on here? But it's happening, Zach, and it's real. Okay, so it all goes to the brain, and you'll find that these people are in their heads are highly sexed. Okay, and they may not be able to perform properly, and this is a problem I've picked up. It's normally the non-performers in normal life that end up abusing, because their psychology is all deranged. Their self-confidence is no longer there. So who do they pick on? Because they don't have to perform, they don't have to keep going for however long to be called a great lover. They can control the situation. They can control that little person. Doesn't matter what, they can do whatever they like. It's all about possession. It's all about control and possession.
Sure. Alright, so we did say that this is not for the faint-hearted. So we're going to tell it like it is. On this show, the Freedom Square show, the level of abuse is getting out of hand, and we can't sugarcoat what is happening out there. And if you do want to comment, please feel free to do so. Let's take a listen to another voice note that just came in.
My name is Regina. The children of South Africa are facing a challenge of being deprived an opportunity to be taught and familiarize themselves with their roots and mother tongue. Again, our kids are facing a challenge of looking up to celebrities that end up selling them dreams through pressure. We had so many campaigns about abuse, but still they persist. I feel like the abusers should be arrested, and in that way our kids will be fine. They'll be free from this abuse.
What do you make of that?
Wow, strong statement. Bright young lady. I think what she's just brought up is absolutely incredible. What pleases me is that I've got young people phoning in and actually bringing up topics of this nature, which is incredible. It shows me that, again, there it shows everybody, we're not dealing with children from 50 years ago. All they knew how to do was climb a tree. I mean, these are children that are thinking, they're talking such sense. Well, first of all, okay, I honestly go with that call 100%. Look at the billboards. You have to have Levi's, otherwise you're not in.
Yeah.
Even if they're made in Taiwan, it's got to say Levi's, you're in.
Yeah.
Okay? Have a look at the Kardashian show. What are we teaching our children?
Yeah.
Look at all that, what footballers' wives or something I saw the other night. I sat there absolutely flabbergasted. Not only by the language, but by the dress code, by the behavior, by the materialism. What are we teaching these children by showing all these shows? American, whatever culture, you know.
It's killing us.
It's killing us, you know.
Absolutely. Alright, so let's take a listen to another person who has sent in a voice note and hear what they have to say. And big ups to all of you that are staying online. I know it's a bit of a long one. We're going to do another recording in a short while where you can log in again. And of course, later on, Dr. Claassen, we've got a guest who's going to speak to Dr. Claassens. And yeah, it's going to be a reading right on live. You'll hear what's going to happen right there. So, alright, so I'm going to play a last one because that's pretty much repeating the previous caller. Let's take a listen to the next one.
Kids nowadays are faced with so many challenges that some of us would not have faced 10 years ago. For instance, with the scourge of AIDS, there has been an increase of child-headed homes where kids have not only to be children but also have to be parents to their younger siblings. And that also comes with the danger that they are then at risk of being raped, they are then at risk of being kidnapped because they have no protection in their homes. And as well as, even if the kids are not safe at home, they're also not safe in schools. With the rise of crime that is in schools, with the rise of drugs that is now accessible in schools. So, I mean, kids nowadays are faced with so many challenges. And as well as, I think it's also our responsibility as parents to stand up, you know, for our communities and build children that are responsible, build children that have respect, because we've lost our respect along the way. And I also believe that culture is very important, and with the rise of globalization, kids are slowly losing their sense of self, their culture to be put in line. Kids need to be protected, kids need to be harnessed and mentored, because things like sexual orientations, things like HIV and AIDS, things like family planning are things that parents should be introducing to their kids, and their kids should not be going out in the street and hearing about these things, about when to have sex, who, you know, that's very important. I believe that that's why parents just need to stand up and work together with government, with teachers, to build a better community, to build a better country, you know, for our children. Because all these challenges that our kids face, if we as parents, if we as society can stand up, you know, and make our voice loud and clear that, listen, these are our children, this is our future, and we need to represent and be there for our children, so that we can grow a better country, we can grow better societies, safer societies for our children.
Wow, that was a very powerful call.
Very, that was awesome. Sipho, first of all, this lady's got a great radio voice.
Yeah.
I think you must talk to her.
Oh damn, she might just take my job.
Well, she's got an awesome voice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to, so we don't keep repeating, but the one point that I'd like to mention with this lady's phone call is Google. Okay? I've said this all the years. And I'm going to have all the IT nerds and all the IT guys shooting,
including the one that's looking at you
even
right
the
now.
one that's got the camera here. I hope he's getting my good side.
Yeah.
You know, Google to me, I've had women checking Google when they're pregnant to see how to deal with pregnancy. I've had people come and see me and say, this is my problem. I try and help them halfway through the conference, but Google says. And we're becoming a Google hypochondriac society. You know, Google covers everything. I mean, if you say, oh, I've got a sore throat this morning, and Google it, you can have anything from cancer to asthma.
Sure.
You know, and you've got the same symptoms, so which one is it now? So yes, I agree with that lady. Google is the worst thing that I have ever come across in my life. I don't like it. People believe everything. If I don't like you, Sipho, and I can put it onto Google that Sipho is this, Sipho is that, do you know how many people are going to say to you, hey Sipho, I see you're a bit of a problem child, man.
Yeah.
You know, and they're going to believe it without even meeting you.
Yeah.
They're just going to assume because it's on Google, hey, it must be right. And that's what's happening to children. They're Googling stuff, okay? They know how to Google better than I do.
Yeah.
And they will start reading all these contradictions on Google and then start coming up with stupid things in their head. You know, like, for example, you can't fall pregnant if it's that time of the month, or you know, it's just ridiculous stuff that these children are being exposed to. That is, you know, it's just, they're losing their way with it. And that's the one thing. The other thing, again, is the cultural roots. Again, she spoke about schools and teachers. Again, I go back there and I say, unless the teachers, unless they come to the party, this is a losing battle, my friend.
Absolutely. Right, let's pay the bills, and then when we come back, we're going to listen a lot more to the people that have sent their voice notes, and we appreciate it for watching. And we're going to take a quick break. Those of you who are watching us on Facebook, and then we're going to start another recording where you don't have to sit on for 30 minutes of watching this. It's a 2-hour programming, so we're going to break it up into times, and you can always log in as soon as you see that we are going live. Let's take a break.
Our aim is to give you, the customer, the widest choice of all types of flooring. Vinyl flooring, carpet tiles, laminate flooring, hardwood flooring, all these from leading flooring manufacturers throughout the world, along with professional friendly advice, helping you to make the right decision for your needs. Apple Floors, the future of floor coverings and decor.
Apple Floor specializes in delivering quality product and supreme value to our clients. Apple Floors is the leader in flooring business.
Came through and gave us the support. All right, so tonight we're talking to Dr. J Claassens. He's our guest, and in our first hour we spoke about a whole bunch of stuff, but mostly focused on young people and kids, what kids go through, the level of abuse and violence kids go through, and also we touched on quite a lot of the medication that the kids are being given at school.